Let's bring three folks who are doing it in real time. Eddie Ghabour is with us, Mark Tepper, David Nelson. You know, I want to bring up top risk. At least this is expressed by New York Fed survey. They just posted it for the next 12 to 18 months. What's interesting is in this survey, a massive shift from the fall of 2021. The risk of persistent inflation is the only thing that remains in the top five that was in the top five before. And Eddie, you've been telling people to avoid this market. You said it was going to get a lot worse. You've been right. Of all the issues out there that are gnawing away at you, keeping you from jumping into this market, which one looms largest?
So look, Charles, the biggest issue for me and the thing that really has me extremely concerned is the amount of leverage in the system right now. And normally that's okay, other than the fact that you have a Fed that is becoming extremely hawkish, much more hawkish than I thought they would. And as hawkish as they are, they continue to think that the economy is strong enough to handle another 100 basis points. Look, mark my words, and this is my opinion, and I could be wrong. If they go another 100 basis points as fast as this economy is slowing down, as much leverage is in the system, they're going to get margin calls. Some of these companies that were the big companies last year that are crushed are going to go to zero. And the only thing that's going to be left to be sold is going to be the large cap stocks. And that's when you see the huge downdraft into the S&P, which could drop 25, 30. I hope that doesn't happen. But look, the market's going to call this Fed's bluff in regards to how fast they're going to tighten.
Hey, speaking of last laugh, we just heard right before the show started, Elon Musk spoke on a bunch of topics, saying they could have the Twitter takeover done maybe within 5 months. Also, he will reverse the ban on former President Trump. So let me just go to you, Eddie. You know, it's so interesting because listen, I don't know if he gets credit for it, but when I was taking the elevator down here, the market was all in the red. When I got here, it was all in the green. And the only thing that changed, besides a few Fed heads, was Musk speaking. But the notion of a free platform, a free public square, of bringing back the things that, you know, that made us the greatest nation in the world, could that have influence beyond Twitter? Like, could that have influence with the stock market, with society at large?
Without question. I mean, I think when you talk to people, that's whether they're on the right or the left or center. I mean, there's nothing wrong with free speech. And when you see what he is doing, I do think he had something to do with today's market. I mean, he's a very influential individual. And what he's doing for Twitter is not just for one company. As you said, it's going to have a global effect. And I think companies are going to think twice when they see the positive feedback he's going to get for allowing people to share their opinion, to open up to that, because that is what makes our country great. That's why my parents came to this country, and this is how we want to keep it.
Tomorrow's CPI, what are you expecting, and could it possibly, David, get you into this market more aggressively? Eddie?
Look, this number is going to come in hot. We may get a little rally on some news in the morning, but I think they'll fade that rally. We got more challenges ahead of us, and Fed is the #1 enemy for this market right now. Make no mistake about it.
All right, I'll put you down as a maybe. Eddie, Mark, David, great stuff, guys. Appreciate it.